En deze spreker is vandaag speciaal vanuit de UK overgekomen. Dankjewel. Hij heeft maar liefst 18 boeken geschreven over persoonlijke ontwikkeling. Hij is founder van An Even Better Place to Work. Dit is een online tool om de betrokkenheid en de bevlogenheid van je medewerkers in je organisatie te verbeteren. Hij is psycholoog en hij is lid van de Magic Circle. Mensen, een heel warm welkom voor Shay McConnon.
Thank you, Arthur. Good morning, everybody. Hands up all those who've seen me before. Hands up all those who haven't. Hands up all those who could give a hoot, whether you see me or not. Now, some of you to come here will have come a short distance. Others of you a bit further away. I've come a reasonably long way. Now, it's my hope that by the end of our time together, that we're all going to feel the very same. That we're all going to feel that our time together has been challenging, stimulating, and worthwhile. And that whether you have come a short distance to be here, a bit further away, or a long way. Don't stop. Magic, the stuff of dreams, making the impossible happen. And I'm sure there's not a day in the week goes by that you are not faced with doing the impossible, especially when it comes to people. Because that's the bit we tear our hair out and gives us most grief. How do we get it right for our people? And not only do managers now and leaders have to start thinking about leading their people, but engaging their people, looking after their well-being, and now we're putting happiness onto the agenda. And maybe they don't need to lead. And maybe it's much simpler, in actual fact. Maybe it's much simpler. It's 7:30 in the morning. Mum shouts up the stairs, Peter, time for school. 10 minutes goes by, not a sound. Peter, come on, you're going to be late. Another 10 minutes goes by, not a sound. And Mum says, come on, I'm getting really annoyed. And this voice comes down the stairs, Mum, I'm not going to go to school today. Mum marches up the stairs, opens up the bedroom door. What's this, you're not going to go to school today? Well, the boys and girls don't like me, the teachers don't like me, nobody likes me. I'm not going to go to school today. And Mum says, I'll give you 2 reasons why you should go to school today. Number 1, you're 45 years of age. And number 2, you're the head teacher. And the point I'm making is work has got to be the sort of a place you want to get out of your bed in the morning. And if it's not, is it a leadership issue? Every part of you is screaming, of course. So how do you create that environment? How do you create that work environment so that people will want to get out of the bed in the morning instead of, just press that snooze button, or just another 10 minutes. Because if they're pressing it 3 or 4 times, it's not much further than thinking, I'm sicky today, heads under the covers, and all the grief that causes you. And is it linked to happiness in the workplace? Absolutely, of course. So what is the secret? Is there a magic switch we can just turn which will create that sort of an environment for us? Get with the person beside you, so in pairs, please. Face your partner. So I'm doing a little exercise in pairs. Now, Eskimos, when they greet, rub noses. If any of you want to change your partners. Right, you come to work to have your needs met. I'm talking about you, not your people. You personally come to work to have your needs met. If your needs are not met in the job, what's the consequence? How is it going to affect you? How will it impact? How will it leave you feeling? Quick chat with the person beside you. If your personal needs are not met in the job, how will it leave you feeling? Right now. needs are not met, how will it leave you feeling? How will it leave you feeling if your needs are not met? Unhappy. I'll be fired eventually, or I will leave the job when the pain gets too much. And before I leave the job, I'll do loads of moaning, blaming and criticism. Yes. I'll be disengaged, sorry. Yes. Yeah. So all the things you don't want in your business, isn't that correct? All the things that tell you leadership is not working, is that correct? So is leading your people about connecting with their needs? I must have a louder yes than that. Is leading your people about connecting with their needs? Absolutely. Now there's a difference between leading the business and leading the people in the business. Leading the business is about having your strategy, vision, implementation, procedures. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how to get the best out of your people. And what I'm saying there is connect with their needs. Meet them if possible. And we're not saying an individual's need is more important than the business need. It isn't. But if you neglect the needs of your people, if what's going on in your business is all we ever talk about is management agenda, the business agenda, never my agenda, the consequence of that is going to be disengagement, unhappy, staff leaving. You're not going to get the best out of your people. So am I making a link here between happiness and needs met? Absolutely. And that agenda goes way beyond work. It's really important in terms of getting the best out of our people, but it's about quality of life for any one of us. We have to bump into each other as we go through this journey of life. Whether I go through that journey of life with a smile on my face or not depends on how much my needs are being met and how we meet each other's needs. That's it. That is the secret. I've been around a long time, as you can tell, just look at me. Yes. Better to be over the hill than under it. But all my experience will tell me that. So it's about needs. Now, do we all have the same needs, or do we all have a unique set of needs? It's unique. Oh my goodness, this is getting complicated now. You mean everybody has a unique set of needs? Yeah, we're all different. Now, are needs the same, or do they fluctuate? Are they constant, do they fluctuate? Oh, no. It's a bit like I've just had breakfast, I'm not hungry now, but in 2 hours' time I'll be starving. Oh, I feel appreciated now. Somebody says something to me, and within minutes or seconds, I feel terrible. So we have real issues around this needs agenda. And by the way, do you know the needs of your people? Because if you don't know the needs of your people, how on earth can you get the best out of them? How on earth can you lead? What's your criteria for leading your people if you don't know their needs? And what I'm saying here is, will people themselves even know what their needs are? Probably not. Probably not. So we have a real issue here. Real issues around this needs. But at least let's firmly focus on what we need to be focusing on, which is those needs. Now, are your needs likely to be met? Be it at work or home or whatever. Are your needs likely to be met? Are they more likely to be met with people who've got similar needs to you? Like, if I'm into cuddles, I love bear hugs. Oh, that's a big need of mine. Physical touch. And I'm with somebody who also is into cuddles. Is my need likely to be met? Yes. Oh, it's a whole 3 hours since I've seen you. Give us a cuddle. Oh, that's lovely. What if I'm with somebody who has a need for personal space? Is my need for cuddles likely to be met? Oh, for goodness sake, give us a cuddle. You had one 6 months ago. Look as if you mean it. Now think about it. For my need for touch to be met, what's going to happen to the other person's need for personal space? It's got to be sacrificed, hasn't it? No wonder we have so much conflict in the world and unhappiness and tension. Because we're not meeting each other's needs. Because to meet your need, I have to deny me my need. But a need is something powerful. It's an inner driver. It's there to protect us because that's what's important to us. It's not easy to renege on my need. So you can see the complexity of why our relationships sometimes are fraught with all sorts of issues, which of course affect performance and business. The quality of life, going one step beyond that, just the quality of life for anyone else. So we have real issues around that. Now, coming back to a business perspective of this, when your needs are not being met, where does your focus go? How easy to focus on the business objectives? Like imagine I need to go to the toilet. Now it's 3 out of 10. Yeah. Where's my focus beginning to go? I can still concentrate on my job and talk to you, but I'm beginning to think, I need to get out there soon. What if it's 9 out of 10? I'm sorry, I can't concentrate on you guys. I'm out. To the extent that needs are not being met, your people will be off focus. They will not be performing. And of course, how do you know that? Well, how much moaning, blaming, criticism is going on in your team or in your organization? Because those are clumsy expressions of unmet needs. They're off focus. The research that's been done around this suggests that a typical employee loses up to the equivalent of 12 days a year. Off focus. Now think about it. Just listen. Listen to yourself. Do you spend much time moaning, complaining? Right? Because that tells you whether your needs are being met or not. And if you want a measure of your leadership, leading the people in the business, how much moaning is going on around the place? That's a rough indicator, but it's really good. Do people smile when you walk into the room or when you leave the room? Dead serious question. Because the people that like to see the back of you, guess what? Are you meeting their needs? No. It's all about needs. When you fall in love with somebody, what's that about? When you fall out of love with the same person? And they know my needs, but I'm not meeting them. So yeah, it's always about needs. So in our relationships we invest, I work late when I don't feel like working, and all of that investment can go for nothing. So this is what we call an absorbing read. Absorbing, okay, right. However, at a time maybe when you most need it and least expect it, guess what? It'll be there for you. So never give up on people. Really good happening. €20. Okay, so what I want to do now is just open up that maybe this whole thing of needs is not as chaotic as we think it is. So I'm going to introduce you to a personality tool here. You'll all be familiar with these. Nothing terribly new, and I'm not going to spend long on it except to make the link to needs. So blues are what we call people. So they have people needs, represented by the ambulance coming to the rescue to support. So these are people. So what sort of needs will they have? Well, they need harmonious relationships. They need people to listen to them, to their feelings. They won't become nice people. If you marry a blue person and you think you marry one person, no. You marry that person, his or her immediate family, their extended family, all their current friends, and all the friends they're going to make as they go through life. And where do you find blues a lot? On the telephone, servicing those relationships. Their Christmas card list gets longer every year. Yes. Quick chat with the person beside you. By the way, do those people work for your organization? Do you have blues working for your organization? No, you don't. They work for a person, not a business. And it's really important they like you. And if they don't like you, you've blown it in terms of leading them. Leading them is no more complicated than that. Be nice. Wow, I'll work myself off for you. Quick chat with the person beside you, the people around you. What do the blues need so that they will want to get out of the bed in the morning? What will make work a happy experience for them? Quick chat with the person beside you. What do blues need? What do the blues? What do the blues need? They need? Yes. What else do they need? Attention, recognition, appreciation. Yeah. Be interested in them. Yeah. Small talk is important, isn't it? Yeah. Because it shows we're connected. You've got time for it. Yeah. To say, would you like my help? Is that a good thing to say to them? Absolutely. One of the nicest things. Show you care, you're interested. Okay, so those are some of the things for the blues. Now, the reds of this world, they don't have relationship needs. They have the need to succeed, to be successful. Represented by a truck which has got a plough on the front, and sure, the reds can leave bodies around the place, but that's not their intention. Their intention was to arrive. If you're in the way tough, your problem, you shouldn't have been there. So these people have a direct style of speech. Seldom drive in the slow lane, are always in a hurry, will hold you accountable. Yes. Want everything done yesterday. So what do these people need? So a red chat up line, chatting up. Do you believe in love at first sight, or shall I walk by again? There's that kind of confidence and cockiness about it. Yes? Okay, so what do these guys need so that they will want to get out of their bed in the morning and come to work? So what constitutes a happy workplace for your reds? Pick up the person beside you, please. So what do the reds need so that they will want to get out of the bed in the morning? Sorry? Hey? Platform, absolutely, and to be noticed and make it high status and all that. Position, really important. So challenges, love objectives, yeah. Results, put me in a position where there's opportunities to achieve. And resource me. Don't ask me to do things that don't resource me. That really frustrates me. Yeah. So, those are the things which are important. Do they need to be appreciated? No. They need to be rewarded. Blues need to be appreciated. Matter of fact, if you show appreciation to a red and don't reward him, you create an unrest. Well, if I'm not bloody good, what are you going to show me? Yeah. So, Christmas time, the white envelope with a handshake. What means most to reds? Envelope. What means most to the blues? Whatever you do, if you make a universal out of it, you're going to get it wrong for some people. You will not be meeting their needs. Yeah. So just be aware of that. You'll be criticised. It doesn't mean to say you don't continue to do it. It just means you haven't met their needs. That's why they're criticising you. Yeah. Okay, so all those are the reds. Now the greens in this world, they don't have, if you like, a relationship need. They don't have a need to succeed, but they do have a need to get things right, represented by a submarine underneath the water, not noticed. Greens are like that. Quiet, introverted people who don't need other people. One of the worst things you can say to a green is, would you like my help? Why is that one of the worst things? Because you imply dependency and they value independence. So these people, what do they need? Space. Precision. Time. I like to get things right. These are the perfectionists of our world. How do you recognize perfectionists? Because they will notice your imperfection and tell you. Quick chat with the person. I call these the consumer report, the consumer magazine. Yeah, I call them the which report or the consumer report people, because they read this at night time. Not that I need to buy a washing machine, but this is just really interesting information. And that is their source of strength. Quality information at their fingertips. Blues groups like picking up friends. Red groups like picking up trophies. Green groups like picking up information. Quick out the person beside you. What do these people need so they will want to get out of the bed in the morning and go to work? What do they need? So what do the Greens need so they'll want to get out of the bed in the morning, and what will constitute happiness for them? Smartphones? Yeah. Well, the internet, source of information, absolutely. Absolutely. What else do they need? They need structure. Really, really important. These are into systems and procedures because that guarantees quality. Yeah. And a major source of tension where the Reds and the Greens can negate each other's needs. The Reds will always want to meet the deadline, but have sloping shoulders on the standards. Greens will want the standard met, but have sloping shoulders on the deadline, which is why they're the ones, when it's not absolutely right, I need another 2 weeks, I need another 2 hours, and they keep pushing the deadline back and back, and the Reds are going, oh, but I promised the customer, etc., etc. So you can see how we kind of negate each other's needs by following my own need. Does conflict come from goodwill? Does conflict come from goodwill? Yeah. Most conflict comes from goodwill. I'm meeting my need, and it will be the expense of yours. It's not selfish to articulate your need, but it is selfish to meet your need at the expense of somebody else's. The thing is, I won't be aware of it. Like, Greens are not great party goers. Anyway, there's this Green in a party thinking it's not too bad. I'm on my own. Nobody is bothering me. And this blue person spots this poor, lonely, isolated soul and thinks, oh my goodness, it must be dreadful to be on your own, and goes all the way over there and spoils that green party. Does that happen? All the time. All the time. Yes. Quick tap the person beside you. Where are you in that model? Do you mainly blue needs, red needs, green needs, or are you a mixture of them? Because you can be all over in terms of mixtures. So quick chat with the person beside you, the people around you. What are you mainly blue needs, red needs, or green needs? Hands up those who think they're on the blue side, have blue needs predominantly. Hands up blues. Now these are reckoned to be the most passionate of lovers. The kitchen table, whatever. Greens are very procedural, how they go about making their love, and they bought all the manuals. And the Reds, well, they start without you. Now, that little tool, and you have your own tools, and they all work really well, of just using those personality tools to make us aware what are your needs and your needs and your needs. And that's really, really useful. The bit it doesn't give us is what? Are your needs being met by your colleagues? And is that an important question? Absolutely critical if you want to grow happiness and create that environment. And this is all the work I've been doing for years and years and years. And I think, well, there's got to be something out there in the marketplace that asks those kind of questions. And of course, there was none that really suited. So I created my own. And that led to an even better place to work. So what does that do? It actually measures whether your needs are being met. That unique set of needs of yours, whether that's being met by your colleagues. And more significantly, if it's not, what can we do? We start those conversations about needs. So if you like, it gives you a bit of a measure between, over here you've got your disengaged, unhappy staff. And over there, the people who are happy, engaged, productive. So if you're looking for a bit of a measure, as I was, well, how do I measure this? At an individual level, but also I need a team. I need to get measured at a team, so the team leader has that. And for a division and a whole organisation. And of course, that's a measure. Well, that's great. Well, what are you going to do with the measure? What do we do? Well, we form a focus group where we'll spend time thinking about this. Oh, how many of you done that? And how many hours have you spent and wasted on this? Yeah. So I began to create solutions. So a better place to work is 95% solution, 5% diagnostic. And if self-managed is all great big. Because to me that was really, really, really important. And if you want to find out more information about that, Hanneke will be talking about that in her workshop on the 7 keys. So you go to the doctor, not to be told you're not well, you go to the doctor how to get better. And you see, that to me is the critical bit. And that's the bit that so often is missing and doesn't kind of get us there. So I'm going in this direction here and you're going that direction, so we don't see eye to eye. You think, well, I'll try something different, but we still don't see eye to eye. And you try something different again, that's the time to go shopping, play a game of golf, do anything but stay in that relationship. When all you want is for both to be going in the same direction. Please think of the time you lose here, the stress that's generated there. And you'll know you're running by principles by how much time you save and how much less stress and conflict there is. So listen, my message this morning to you is really simple. People come to work to have their needs met. If all they ever hear is the business agenda, management agenda, never their agenda, now you create your disengaged, unhappy people. So a key function of leadership is, or not just leadership, everybody is finding out the needs of our colleagues, finding out the needs at home, your children. Yeah. And then problem solving on those, having those conversations, recognizing that if I act naturally to meet my needs, I probably will negate lots of people's needs in my world. And of course, conflict is the expression of that, as is blaming, criticism, and mocking. So if you create that happy workplace, it's about connecting with needs. And I got a little trick. I need an elastic band, I need a ring. So we got a ring I can borrow, please? Yeah, thank you. Now this is a trick you can show your children for Christmas. If they haven't got any children, you're dead late for this Christmas. Thanks ever so much. Now watch, I'm holding the band slightly up. And watch, the ring is going to actually move on the band. Can you see that? Yeah. How was that trick done? Apart from very well. Would you like me to show you how the trick is done? You have to make your promise. Raise your right hands, please. Say after me, I promise. Shay. That's me. No, it's not you. Yes, I do children's birthday parties. I do, you right. Now you all think I grab the end of the band there, it'll never work. What you don't realise is I take half the band, hide it in there, and stretch only half. Does that make sense? Yeah. And then you release the pressure between your thumb and your forefinger, and watch what happens. The ring appears to move on the band. Now it actually doesn't, but it appears to move on the band. Now the first time I saw that trick, thank you very much, I went, wow, that's impressive. How did you do it? And the guy showed me how it was done, and I went, oh, was that all? If you're looking for something that will make a dramatic difference to your relationships, and is dead easy to do, talk needs. not proof, because that's what we do in an argument. Yes, boss. Yes, but that's Friday, you said. What do you need? This is what can we do? It's just a different way of approaching it. To me, it's a much more respectful way of approaching it. So what I'd like you to do, because there it's bright now, in a few hours' time it's going to be dark, there we have a red handkerchief. Instead of having a red handkerchief, we now have a blue handkerchief. Now the psychologists tell us to bring about effective behavior change. What you need is a very clear description of your current behavior and of your preferred behavior. Now the whole idea is to get rid of the behaviors that you don't want and replace those with the behaviors that you do want. But of course we live in the old world where those old behaviors mixed with those new behaviors. And if you want to get rid of those old behaviors and replace those with those new behaviors, what you really need is not a good speaker but a good magician. Words around that are real. Quick chat with the person beside you. What's the one thing you're definitely going to do as a result of our time together? What is the one thing you're definitely going to do as a result of our time together? You got 30 seconds. Okay, giveaway part of the show, and giveaway prizes are, this is a book. If you like what I've been speaking about needs, you'll find this really, really useful. It's all about resolving conflict. In other words, about the needs not being met and how we negate each other's needs. Who'd like a complimentary copy of that? That was the first time I saw it. If you'd like it signed, I'll be delighted to do that later. This is on presentations from a psychological viewpoint. That's the first time I saw it. I do apologize. Who would like this one here? Yeah, you say that one. I'm going to leave you with the quickest trick in the world. The 4 clubs is going to change the King of Hearts. Now, when that happens, I want none of this old jolly good shape. I want you to go wild and excited and say, wow, that man is unbelievable. How are you going to be going? 4 clubs, go to that. Whatever you do, make it simple. All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds wake in the morning to find it was only vanity. But those who dream by day are remembered men, for they dream with open eyes and make it possible. Are you a dreamer in the day or a dreamer of the night? Ashley, thank you so much for inviting me to speak.
Thank you. Great. Nou, ik sta er even neus bovenop. Ik heb geen idee hoe hij doet. Nou, fantastisch.